Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Good evening. A very warm welcome to Innovative Presentation Challenge session number 7, organized by Bangladesh engineers and architects worldwide. This evening's topic is one of the most transformative forces of our time. Artificial intelligence is in real life application. AI is no longer futuristic concepts. It's here influencing everyone's life from the way we work and communicate to how we receive healthcare to conduct financial transactions. We know AI is mandatory for our everyday life. So this is myself here, Ms. Samsun Nahar. I'll moderate for the session tonight, and I'm delighted to introduce you our three brilliant performers to presenters today. Our first presenter is Abdullah Tafhim, a grade 12 student. He will give us a broad introduction to artificial intelligence, which it means its historical development and its relevant in the modern world. Our second presenter is Rayhan Ahmed, a first-year student of computer engineering. He will explore how AI is currently applied in healthcare and finance. Our third presenter is Ragib Nihal Sadab. He is also a first-year student of computer engineering. He will walk us through types of AI, explain the difference between narrow and general AI, and also highlight the popular tool like ChatGPT. As members of jury board, here we have today Dr. M. Mehdi Masood, Engineer Abdullah Al Murad, Engineer Shaukat Ali Khan, Engineer Muhammad Nazmul Islam. Before we begin the presentations, it's my honor to introduce our chief guest in today's session, Dr. M. Mehdi Masood, Professor, College of IT, UAE University, former Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, BUET. Dr. Masood is a respected name in the academic and research community with significant contributions in the field of artificial intelligence and information technology. His journey from BUET to the international platform and till currently to UAE University is truly inspirational for our aspiring students and professionals. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. Your presence is a great encouragement to our young talents. So, as we know that we have to follow some rules, and let me remind you the rules. Each presenter will get 10 minutes presentation time. Our friendly reminder will be given in 6 minutes. Also, after each presentation, the question answer, the platform will be open for question answer sessions. Each jury board members are requested to raise your hands to ask your questions. You will get a chance to ask maximum 2 questions. So let us make this interactive and respectful session for all. All right, now let's begin with our first presenter, Abdullah Tafhim. Abdullah Tafhim, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, the floor is yours. You can start your presentation.
All right. Let me share.
Okay, go for slideshow, please. Okay, your time starts now.
All right. First of all, Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I'm Abdullah Tafhim from grade. I just graduated grade 12, so I'm gonna be speaking on this topic: artificial intelligence and real-life applications. All right. So first of all, in order to know the applications of AI, let's just go through it for one time. AI is the simulation of human intelligence in machines programmed to think and learn. The goal is to enhance efficiency, decision-making, and automation. This is just like a tool that helps us human beings in the fields of education, finance, and transportation. However, what distinguishes itself from other tools is its ability to learn and adapt. That makes it a powerful tool for solving complex problems and increasing efficiency in everyday life and business operations. If we go through what are the real life applications of AI, it could be divided into transportation, healthcare, entertainment, manufacturing, education, finance, leaving no, that means it is involved with us in every field of our life. It does not leave any part of our life. So let us go through one of them, each one by one. Let's go for AI in healthcare. First of all, AI is one of the most helpful tools that could be used in healthcare. Artificial intelligence, it simplifies the lives of patients, doctors, and hospital administrators by performing tasks that are typically done by humans, but in less time and at a fraction of the cost. AI in healthcare, it shows up in a number of ways, such as finding new links between genetic codes, powering surgery assisting robots, and automizing the administrative tasks. They personalize treatment options for the patients. Every year, roughly 400,000 hospitalized patients, they suffer preventable harm with 100,000 deaths. In light of that, the AI's promise of improving the diagnostic process, it is one of the most exciting healthcare applications you can find today. Incomplete medical histories and large caseloads, they can lead to deadly human errors. However, these AI, they're immune to those variables. AI can predict and diagnose diseases at a faster rate than most medical health professionals. The hospitals, they use AI robots to help with everything from minimally invasive procedures to open heart surgery like here. This is the example of a Da Vinci surgical robot that assists doctors in performing minimally invasive surgery. This is an 80-year-old cancer patient in the Chinese city of Jinhua, and this is a surgical robot. And one of the exciting things is the AI that is used to power this robot, it is similar to those of OpenAI's ChatGPT. So that is one of the most exciting things you can find and one of the exciting facts. Now, what about AI in transportation? We have seen traffic management, AI optimizing the signal control, route planning, CCTV cameras, and smart traffic lights all over the globe. However, if we took into case study of one of the details, this is the level of sophistication in a self-driving vehicle and electric vehicle like Tesla, what AI can do. They have neural networks. They have trained on video data from Tesla cars worldwide. They recognize road signs, lights, lane markings, cars, cyclists, pedestrians, and unusual objects. And keep in mind, they have no LiDAR scanners. They just have cameras on all the sides of the vehicles. These are just normal 1080p cameras. AI process real-time videos to feed and see and understand the environment. They have decision-making algorithms. AI predicts the behavior of other drivers, and then they choose when to accelerate, brake, or change lanes in all these self-driving level 2 and level 3 modes. They are pushed, the updates are pushed to the AI's, to the Tesla software. So they collect the driving data from the fleet, and after each update, the more the Tesla drives, the more the system learns. This is just one of the case studies. What about AI in finance? Thing is, fraud detection, pattern recognition to detect anomalies, algorithmic trading, credit scoring, and personal finance. These are one of the examples, okay? Banks blocking unusual credit card transactions instantly. For example, you are a minimum wage worker, and then somebody from your card, they try to steal your card, and then they do a transaction like buying a 35,000 dirhams TV. That is not logical. They will block your credit card instantly. So this customer service automation is one of the examples. Chatbots and virtual assistants, they handle the routine customer inquiries. Your basic lady at Etisalat customer service, they are replaced with chatbots. They are replaced with all these virtual assistants that are mildly annoying, to be honest. But one of the important advantages is they're available 24/7 for tasks like balance checks, fund transfers, and account info. Example would be AI-powered bots at banks like Banks of America, the Etisalat lady, or for example, Capital One's Eno. These are some of the virtual assistants. Personal finance management apps, they use AI to analyze spending habits, suggest budgets, and offer financial advice. Example would be Mint, Theo, YNAB. They use AI to provide spending insights and alerts. These are some of the contributions of AI in finance. Okay, now if we go through AI in education, Okay, there are several advantages, and what greater example is that we are learning right now using AI. Okay, and they personalize learning, the task automation, smart content creation, and improved accessibility. Even these pictures, they are AI generated most of the times. The database feedbacks now.
Abdul Tafhim, you have 4 minutes left.
All right, the 24/7 tutoring, and then the assessment integrity. You have a hard problem, you go to ChatGPT, you ask the problem, and then you get answers directly. And then the professor, they bust you for using the AI to cheat on your homeworks or whatever. So in some way, they help in education. They do help in education. And then after the global pandemic, the more the reliance of us in AI has increased significantly, and then we use virtual meetings and all the things. These are all contributions of AI in a way. If we go to the next factor, AI in manufacturing, they have predictive maintenance. Some of the statistics would be AI implementation. They can boost manufacturing productivity up to 30%, according to Zipto. AI driven quality control systems, they can detect defects with over 97% accuracy. They surpass manual inspection capabilities. AI driven supply chain optimization, they can lead to a 15% reduction in lead times, improving delivery performance. In a world where time is asset, the automation is key. Handmade items made out of passion is a thing of luxury nowadays, and the average person, they use products that are generated by the machinery. This, however, kills originality, but is undeniably more efficient. Predictive maintenance and quality control, we have to save more and more time. That time is money, and that's why most of the handmade stuff, they cost more money nowadays. This is one of the examples of a Mercedes factory in the heart of Germany, and they are using they're using heavy machinery to assemble the parts. If we talk about AI in entertainment, we are most us students, we
So,
are
Abdul
most
Tafhim, you have 2
diversified
minutes
and
left.
all right. If we talk about the recommendation systems, the Netflix recommendations, the Spotify, the game development, AI controlled characters and game testing, content creation, and the AI generated music, your favorite world leader is being deep faked. These all are the contributions of AI that can be used to our advantages and disadvantages. Thing is, AI is a very powerful tool. We should have ethical and social considerations because it could be a double-edged sword. Now, if it is a very powerful tool, it can be used to harm or it can be used to develop. So thing is, some of the social considerations might be job displacement, bias, fairness, privacy concerns, because not everybody would be like to be under the knife of a surgery by a robot, because being human is emotions, and you may have trust issues with AI, the things that lack emotions. So this could be some of the social and ethical considerations. And since AI is getting good, then if the cars get automated, where would be professions like taxi drivers? So these are some of the social considerations. However, if we come to the conclusion, we concluded to the fact that AI is transforming the multiple sectors with real tangible benefits. It's important to balance innovation with ethical responsibility, because innovation, it could be dangerous. Innovation could be life-changing, but it could be in a bad way as well. Future holds even more promise with responsible AI development. So this promise of a responsible AI development could be key to our enhancement, or it could be the key to our destruction. How a person, it depends upon the person who uses it. A meaningful person, they could turn it into a life-saving and a life-changing era, or they could change it into the destruction of humanity. But this is rarely the case. Most of the developments and innovations that came to us, they have proved to be in our favors,
Time is
rather
over.
than
Abdul
that is
Tafhim.
not to us. All right, so I conclude that fact. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
just
you so much. Thank you so much, Abdullah Tafhim. Yes, future holds, yeah, indeed more responsible. It becomes more you can say ethical with proper development and ethical use of AI. That's very true. All right. Now the floor is open for question answer sessions from the jury board members. I request all the jury board members kindly raise your hands. Also, you can drop your questions in the chat box as well. jury board members, please raise your hands.
Okay, Duprabha, before that, I request to the jury board members.
Mhm.
I already shared the Google form, Google link. So everybody is requested to fill in the Google form to
I
score
think
in
it is a Google Doc, right? Google, sorry, Excel sheet.
Google
Excel
Sheet, Google Sheet
Excel
actually,
sheet,
Google
yeah.
Sheet. So
Yes.
everybody is requested to score in the particular participants box, and it is automatically, it is auto-generated the calculation. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, what you mean to say that they do not need to calculate they do not need to tally, so they will just enter the marks and it will, the total is automatically calculated, right?
Exactly.
I understood. So, okay,
No
so
need to,
I'm waiting
no
for
need to
the jury
download
board
actually.
members.
No need to download. Earlier we saw that somebody downloading, and it's no need to download in the Excel sheet, in the Google Sheet. Directly, the jury board member can put their score, and it will be auto-generated calculation.
All right. So yes, so I'm waiting for the jury board members to raise hands to ask your questions. Otherwise, I will call out your names. All right, Mr. Mehdi Masood, please, the floor is for you.
Abdullah, yeah, great presentation. So you presented a lot of things about AI applications. So what do you think AI is moving in next 5 years?
Your question is where AI is moving in the next 5 years?
Yes.
To be exact, I think AI is moving in a massive technological upgrade. Now, thing is, in the past 5 years, we have seen the most development that out of AI than the last the previous 10 years before the 5 years, when the softwares like ChatGPT and then new other AI developments have occurred in the last 5 years. So I think we are going to see more advancements. I think we are going to see something like more. It's going to be more common, deep fakes, and then AI more cheating, and then I think that's to put it in a bad way. But I think more and more people's if I ask them, more and more people, they are gonna rely on AI. They're gonna rely more on AI.
Yeah.
Students are gonna
Okay,
do their
great.
homework based on AI.
Thanks. I got the idea. Just because of shortage of time, just my last question. How do you think is going to impact the jobs? Because do you think there will be a lot of job loss because AI advancement? And
there will
what
be a
is the
lot of
solution?
Yeah, all right. There will be a lot of jobs lost and a lot of jobs gained. If there is a massive change in the job field, then it's a revolution that changes the job life. It can be a double-edged sword, as I said, and it can help certain people. So we have to see what type of career we are living in and what kind of career we're going to choose. It should be based on what AI can do to those jobs. If you are taking manual jobs like I don't know, driving a taxi, and then maybe construction works, then maybe AI could choose that. But if we try something creative like working with the AI and optimizing it, then we could have more job opportunities than before. So the world is changing, but there are there are only certain things that an AI can replace. We're not going to trust it with everything in our lives. It can be used as a tool, but not everything.
Thank you so much. Now here we have another jury board member, Engineer Nazmul Islam. Please post your question.
Hello, Abdullah Tafhim. Nice for your presentation. I think you are from UAE and from 12th grade, right?
Yeah, I am.
So you know, a couple of hours ago, UAE and US signed a framework agreement regarding AI acceleration partnership. So what do you think about this program? This is encouragement for you to choose computer science for you?
Thing is, if we To be honest, I haven't really looked into that program in that deep. I have just seen the headline, but then have that encourage me, or programs like this in the future will encourage me to take up computer science? I don't think so. I was not the type of person to be in front of a computer I was not the type of person to be like that. So even if there are advancements in AI, I'm going to study the core subjects and understand the basic levels of engineering, you could say. So maybe I would choose AI as a part, but not everything, because quite frankly, I don't like, I try to not use technology. I try to not use technology wherever I do not want to or absolutely need to. So that's the thing. That's me personally. But AI acceleration, it's just gonna do good. Nothing really is out of the movies, or nothing can really do us harm, or the people that have superstitious beliefs believe to be. So I think it's really positive for the whole of the world.
Okay, good.
Thank you so much. I can see that Engineer Shaukat Ali Khan raised hand. Engineer Shaukat Ali Khan, I can give you only to ask question, only one question, please.
Yes, thank you for opportunity to speak something about his presentation. Obviously, it's a great.
Mr. Shaukat Ali, I request you not to give feedback, just post your questions. Maybe if you want to give feedback, later you can give feedback personally to the participant. Thank you so much.
Okay. Every opportunity has merits and demerits. Obviously, the AI now the greatest opportunity of technology this time. So, Tafhim, Abdullah, in your view, was the greatest like demerits of AI application? I mean, uh, can you elaborate? Because obviously, when we use specialized anything, we have to be careful to use. No one can blindly use this. Basically, I'm a structural engineer. I am already using AI, and I know I in many ways I checked how AI responds and what's the reality, and I found sometimes it's giving something good, but sometimes totally opposite. What about the ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and what about the other AI chatbot? So, what do you think, in your view, the risk of using AI, especially like in medicine, in treatment, also any sophisticated decision? Sometimes, if we blindly use AI, we think that no, they are going to give me a correct result without any observation. Then maybe it will be a big disaster. So, what is your thoughts about this?
If I say risks of AI, risk of using a powerful tool is always going to be there. Now, the thing is, if we rely on something, then we are going to be dependent on something. So our generation could live without AI, but the next generation, which are going to be more dependent on AI, they would have a hard time living without it. So that is the most dangerous fact of AI. So the thing is, if overly dependent, then we will, because AI makes our life easier, but then comfort, it provides, it is the opposite of risks. So therefore, if human life becomes more and more easier, our lives will just become more and more boring. But then that is if we use it in a way we are not supposed to. If we just, balance is the key. So if we balance it with everything, and if we go to sectors like medicine, we are not going to trust AI completely, but stats don't lie, facts don't care about our feelings or whatever our emotions. The fact is, the surgeons and the human autobots that the surgeons they use, those type of mechanical arms, and they are having way less defects. They have a 95% more success rate than the surgeon's hands. So what we are seeing right now is a change, but I think we should implement it rather than the change implementing us. So we are humans, so we are its masters, so we have to implement in a way that benefits us. So that is what I would like to say. Nothing can take over, or nothing can really be that risky if we do not let it risk us. So that is what I would like to say.
Thank you so much, Abdullah Tafhim. Well, I request the jury board members to be very precise and crisp with your questions. And please keep your questions ready beforehand. Well, now let's move on to our next presenter. Our next presenter is Rayhan Ahmed. Mr. Rayhan, you can present your screen, please.
All right, thank you very much. Just give me a second. Okay. So just checking everything is all right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So
can you go for slideshow? Yeah.
Yeah,
so, Mr. Rayhan, the screen is yours now, and your time starts now.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My name is Rayhan Ahmed, and today I'll be presenting about the real-world applications of AI. Now, before we get into it, let's talk about the history and the background of AI. In 1950, Alan Turing pitched an idea, a thought. What if machines could think, or can machines think? Now, nearly a century later, we have the answer. If programmed to under certain conditions, yes, they can. See, AI is implemented in a lot of places, even today, when it's not even in the beginning stages of AI and its development. And we've seen it implemented in many different areas. But what can the future hold? Let's talk about AI in healthcare. I'm not going to talk too deep about this as to not repeat what Mr. Tafhim said, but I'll just quickly go over it. See, AI is very, very useful when it comes to diagnostic tools. Imagine you're taking some imaging, MRIs, CT scans, or whatever. See, humans, we need to take a lot of time to identify the differences and to visualize and process the information. But AI, with all its processing power, can do this immediately. So this is why AI will be very good when it comes to diagnosing. However, it's not to say that it'll replace doctors or replace the people who are going to analyze the images. It's simply to help them with the process of analyzing the scans. Now, personalized medicine. See, the issue is we don't have enough doctors. A lot of people might come into doctors and might take up the time for very small, minor injuries, minor sicknesses. Maybe someone has a common fever and they want to book a session and take up, let's say, an hour of the doctor's time. This hour could be spent on much more useful things or addressing more serious patients with more serious cases. See, with AI, we can mitigate that whole process by making people go to the AI. If the situation or the sickness is not that serious, they can now then be forwarded to a doctor who can more in-depth analyze the sickness or whatever disease or whatever injury they may have. And as Tafhim mentioned, robotic surgeries. A lot of doctors need to use robots and the help of possibly AI to perform surgeries. When it gets really, really deep and really, really small, doctors cannot work with that level of precision. Even, let's say, soon with the help of AI or with the help of many different advancements in robotics, we could start working on surgeries to remove tumors or very small tumors that usually we couldn't do normally because simply we lacked the dexterity and the precision. So that's how AI could possibly impact the healthcare industry. Now, moving on, what about in finance? Right now, AI, we understand that AI is very good at analyzing things. Now, what if an AI was taught how to analyze market trends, how to see based off of the patterns, how to predict where the pattern will go next? That's where it can be used in the market. See, as of right now, a lot of traders try to use AI in order to predict market trends and see where the market will go and make the decisions based off that. They don't completely rely on it. However, they do use it as a tool to help them in the decision-making process. So this is another possible use in the finance industry, algorithm trading, and even fraud detection, as mentioned earlier by Tafhim. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have encountered the customer service chatbots. You've called up the bank and you've heard an AI voice reply to you. It sounded somewhat robotic, but it still resembled somewhat a human. See, this is to help cut down on costs for customer service. See, this helps people who are calling in for simple reasons like checking their bank balance or wanting to get a new card, etc., and etc. Instead of having to direct it to a specialized team or a person who's been trained very thoroughly, the AI can simply help them with the process. This is to again, similar with what the doctors or what was applicable in medicine, this is to get rid of the low-level, low-skill requirements for the customer service. Now, moving on, AI in entertainment. AI in entertainment is evident as of right now. See, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen on Facebook, on what TikTok, Instagram, you've been scrolling and you've seen AI voices, you've heard AI voices, you've seen AI generated images. Some of you might have thought it was real, got a little scared, but this is all a part of the AI in entertainment. Now, it's become very prevalent and people have been using AI in entertainment in the social media together to generate videos, mass produce videos, not just generate. They're mass producing these videos and these voices and keeping audiences engaged and etc. And they're profiting a lot off of it. But it's not only in social media, even in games. Recently, a company has announced that in their game, they'll have a character and an NPC that will not only evolve from how you play the game, but it will adapt to how you play. So if you were able to beat it once, the next time it will learn from how you beat it and it will evolve like a person. So that's just a look into what AI will look like in entertainment. Now, AI in cybersecurity. To simply go over this, AI can, again, analyze patterns very well. So it can easily analyze repetitive fraud methods, fraud attempts. It can also allow for rapid responses, because maybe if you call someone, they're going to take like 30 minutes to call back, but then the people who've scammed you have gotten away with it, they've stolen all your money. It's just faster response times, again, to prevent it before it even happens. And it can even analyze behavior. Like I said, analysis, that's what AI is about.
Ahmed, you have 4 minutes left.
Yeah, all right, thank you. It can analyze behaviors and just work on it very well. Before I get onto the ethical consideration of AI, I just want to talk about, well, okay. So bias in AI systems. See, AI, it's like a child. If you teach a child something, it might grow up his whole life believing something. A child that grew up in a Catholic household will be Catholic by faith. Muslim household, Muslim by faith, etc. and etc. If a child was taught 2 + 2 is 5, it will think 2 + 2 is 5 until it's been proven otherwise. Similarly to AI, depending on who trains the AI and what it is trained upon, it will have different biases. Of course, there are legislations and laws to prevent biases as much as possible. And these laws and legislations will only get more complicated as AI evolves. Also, privacy concerns. When you talk to ChatGPT and when you ask it some things, maybe private, etc., a lot of people are worried that this data you're sharing might be stored and might be used against you. But again, there are rules in place to safeguard your data. And as a member of the jury questioned Tafhim, sometimes the AI, gives you wrong responses, and sometimes they give you right responses. But the wrong responses will stand out more often because they could lead to disastrous results. And this is where the part of accountability comes. If I make a mistake, I will take the blame for it. If I accidentally, maybe if someone is driving a car and there's an accident, the person driving the car is held responsible. And they may pay a fine, they may go to jail. But who's going to hold AI responsible? You can't just send AI to jail. There's no understanding of that concept. So the accountability of AI is something that we need to work on in the future and to fully.
Ahmed, you have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, all right, thank you. Furthermore, to AI, so what I think is that we should not shy away from AI. We should not fear it. We should try to inaugurate it into our daily lives. Even in the UAE, they've introduced AI courses. And I think what we should do is we should teach the future generations how to properly use AI and how to ethically use it. By implementing these ideas and thoughts into their heads, they'll be able to more freely use AI while maintaining ethical responsibility. And furthermore, AI courses will only become more prevalent in the future as AI is more implemented into society. That's all I had. Well, I had a conclusion, but it seems it's not loading, but it's fine. To conclude is basically what I'm trying to say is AI isn't your enemy. AI isn't here to replace anyone. It's here to help you with what you're doing. Maybe if you can't properly, list out all the things you want to do, you can do it with the help of AI. And instead of demonizing AI, you should try to teach the newer generation, because they'll be the ones using the AI most often, and they'll be the ones encountering more AI more often in their daily lives. So, and the UAE has already, as you've seen, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard, it's already inaugurated AI courses in younger grades to promote this thought process and this future forward step thinking. And thank you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much, Rayhan Ahmed. Yes, indeed, your presentation focused healthcare, finance, from robotic surgeries to fraud detection, risk assessment. And you rightly said, yes, UAE actually integrated AI in teaching from not recently. It's integrated, even the robotics integrated in the AI back in 2018. But I was in Dubai school. Since then it's integrated. Anyway, so the floor is open now for the questions from the jury board member. I can already
All right, so I have
raised
one
hand.
question.
Please post a question.
Rayhan?
Nope.
Yeah, I have one question. So just one question, because we are running short of time. So you mentioned several times that we should be used to use AI in daily life. So can you give me an example how you are using AI in daily life?
Well, one thing I struggle with is remembering all the things I have to do in a day, or even if I'm working on a project, remembering all the things I need to work on. See, with AI, I can help it. I can use it to help me list out all the things I need to do. Or even if I'm researching something, I can ask it to research very specific things. Like I used it in my recent English project where I had to write the thesis. And for that, I asked the ChatGPT to research specific, because I needed a very specific topic. That's why I asked it to research on that. And it gave me the link, it gave me the source, and it gave me a summary of the research to see if I could use it in my thesis. So, well, not a thesis, but it was a project. But anyway, this is one way you could use it. You could also use it to plan out your day. You can use it to possibly, if you're doing something, if you're working on something, you can use it to help you. Again, AI is very good at analyzing, memorizing, and listing out things. So if you're struggling with any of those, it can help you. I even use AI to study. I know a lot of students, even in university and high school, they use AI to study because sometimes they might not understand the concept or might not understand the subject. A lot of students, and I mean a lot of students, they use AI to help it summarize, to explain a certain topic in some way. So I think this is just going to become more prevalent in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions?
Okay, thank
I
you
have
so
no
much.
more questions.
Now please, I can see Engineer Abdullah Murad has raised hand. Engineer Abdullah Murad, please proceed with your question.
Hello, Rayhan. Thank you for your nice presentation. In your presentation, you have addressed about AI will learn erroneous calculation, like 2 plus 2 equals to 5. If you are going up a child and making him understand 2 plus 2 is 5, AI will learn the same as you say.
Yeah.
But isn't it gonna be contradictory to the initial logic of any AI machines? What do you think?
Oh, okay. So, all right. I think I understand what you're saying. Again, I was just giving an example that if it were, but AI, the thing with artificial intelligence, it's not a human brain. If it cannot, unless you have given it information, because it can't see, it can't hear, it can't feel. And so, if we see that 2 plus 2 is 4 and not 5, then we can make our own summary and understand that. However, if you're giving AI a certain information basis, the information you feed it, it will learn from that. If the person developing the AI, who has the access to the AI, is telling it that, yes, this is correct and this is wrong, then the AI will believe that. And if the developer also says, no matter what anyone else says, you are correct, or this information I've given you is correct, even if I let's say as a chat, let's say it's this chat bot, like ChatGPT, if I tell it, hey, this is what you're saying is wrong, what I'm saying is correct, it'll say, okay, I understand, but it won't change its basis. And that's dependent all on the developers. But it's not to say that there's going to be used maliciously. There are laws and regulations against doing such things. So what is, like I said, is it depends on the developers, but thankfully there are very good laws and very strict laws in force against doing such misinformation practices.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Maybe Engineer Nazmul Hussain and Engineer Shaukat Ali Khan, I request you to post your question in the chat box because we need to save our time as well. Maybe in the next participant, I can give you a chance to ask question face to face. Well, now let's move on to our next presenter. That is presenter Ragib Nihal Sadab. He will discuss the types of AI, explain the distinctions between narrow AI, general AI, and showcase the examples like ChatGPT that many of us already using. So, Mr. Ragib, the stage is yours. Please present your screen.
Okay, just a moment, please. I'm trying to get it done. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, I can see your screen, Mr. Ragib. So, your time starts now.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ragib Nihal Sadab, and this is my presentation on how artificial intelligence can be used in real life. So let's start by defining what AI actually is. Is the presentation moving? Okay. So according to Google's definition of AI, artificial intelligence is basically the field of science that deals with computers or machines that can reason, learn, and act in a way that would normally require human intelligence or that involves data whose scale exceeds what humans can analyze. So the key terms here are basically tasks that normally require human intelligence. And that's what AI is good for. It can replicate tasks as well as, or maybe sometimes even better than humans can. And also it's very efficient in dealing with large amounts of data very quickly. And when you think of AI, many people immediately think of ChatGPT because ChatGPT has become such an integral part of our day-to-day lives right now. But this is not the only form of AI. Let's first quickly look at two types of AI that are common. The two types of AI are narrow AI or weak AI and general AI or strong AI. Narrow AI is basically all the AI applications and stuff you see around the world today. This is that's where we currently are on. And narrow AI are basically designed for specific tasks only. And ChatGPT is an example. It's a chatbot that is designed to process language. Google Translate, yes, even that. It's an AI that can translate text. Siri uses voice recognition and does specific tasks based on the voice. So these are all types of AI that are specific for narrow tasks only. And moving on, we have general AI, and this is pretty theoretical. We don't really have general AI, and general AI basically has the ability, theoretically, to perform any cognitive task that a human can do with understanding and flexibility. And Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, in his terms, general AI is basically what you would get if you found the median human and made him a coworker, and it would do just about anything you would expect a normal human to do. And an fictional example would be Jarvis from Iron Man or the Terminator as an extreme example. So now let's look at the current applications of AI. Okay, so we have AI in healthcare. So AI in healthcare can be used basically by AI helping doctors analyze vast amounts of
Ragib,
data.
I think the slide did not move.
Oh, it's not moving. Yeah. Now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay. So in healthcare, AI can basically be of help to to doctors by analyzing diagnostics and also checking patients' data and coming up with conclusions based on them. And this can be done through medical images, X-rays, MRIs to detect diseases like cancer and even more accurately than humans at some cases. Next, we have transportation. So transportation is also another use case. Oh, sorry. I think it's glitching out. Sorry. Okay.
Yes. Continue, please.
All right. So transportation is another use case, and it's used in airlines in some cases to detect delays, predict delays in flights based on various factors such as weather conditions. And Tesla's AI is also another great example of how transportation can be used. It's used in real time by manipulating data and analyzing data based on sensors and traffic data to find out the best routes and take necessary cuts in real time. Google Maps also uses AI. It collects real-time traffic data from users' phones, and it can suggest quicker routes in the meantime. So for example, if you're on your way to a mall from your location and you take a path that is different from what Google Maps is allowing, it can automatically find a newer route based on data. Okay, now we have education. Education, it transforms not only students, how students teach, but also how educators can teach. And a prime example is Duolingo. It utilizes AI's ability to adapt, and it adapts to individual learning styles and improves engagement. AI algorithms also cater to students' learning styles and interests, and also provides feedback, accurate feedback based on that. AI also automates grading and feedback in assignments and tests, and that's what AI is good at. It's good at basically taking the tasks that are too repetitive so that educators, teachers, and people in general can work on more productive issues. Then we have generating content. And this is probably the most used aspect of AI that all of us are probably familiar with. AI is very good at text generation, using ChatGPT to generate essays, for example, image generation, video generation, and also code generation, like GitHub Pilot. But AI has many limitations. It's not perfect. It can only perform specific tasks, as I just said. ChatGPT has functions to do many things by itself, such as generating images, videos, generating text, but those are still specific tasks. It's not like a human that has general understanding of every aspect or every task. So it can't quite replace humans because it still struggles with complex issues. It struggles with dealing with the bigger picture problems that require multi-step reasoning, and it's just imperfect. Now I want to take a look at future applications of AI. And example of this is in healthcare, if you look into it. In healthcare, now I mentioned AGI here. This is basically another word for general AI. And in the future, when those limitations that I just mentioned are addressed, AI can do much more. Imagine a 50-year-old, for example, goes to the emergency room during peak hours when doctors are scarce. AI could perform basic checkups like CT scans and blood tests. Like a doctor, it can even consider possibilities like heart attacks or anxiety. It can check records, patient's history, analyze test results, and it may even come up with conclusions and provide personalized plans with medical prescriptions. These are all AI could be capable of in the future, just like humans.
Okay,
Next,
Ragib,
we
you
have
2 minutes left.
Okay, next we have transportation. Transportation, AI could basically manage the entire cities and everything in it. and it can do that based on real life GPS tracking data, emergency messages, and it can control every vehicle on the city and move it based on urgencies, accidents, or if there's an ambulance nearby, it can pave out a way for them to reach their destination as quickly as possible. In education, it's also useful. Imagine a classroom full of 30 students. The AI can go up to each person and give them a personalized explanation of each concept that they're struggling with at each of the students' own pace, unlike regular teachers, which struggle to do that. We also have generating code as an example. Nowadays, generating code, AI is not very good at that. It can only accomplish specific tasks. But imagine in the future, possibly an owner of a company may ask it details that, such as if he wants to create a website to showcase products, orders, or post updates. An AI would even understand the intent behind the owner and maybe even suggest additional stuff, such as, for your payment section, would you like to pay by card or cash? And such questions, the AI would converse with the owner and even make its own implementations and fix its own bugs. It can act based on its own thought process. So with conclusion, AI not be perfect, but it gets tasks done to an extent. Finding ways to address limitations of the AI will lead to development of general AI that are capable of doing tasks as good, if not even better than humans. And those are all the things we could look forward to in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ragib, for breaking down these technical concepts in such an understandable way. Now the floor is open for question and answer session. So I request
All right,
Mr.
Ragib, very nice presentation. So I just have one question. You mentioned about AI in education, and as a side effect, we have cheating due to the AI. So how do you think this problem can be solved?
Well, cheating and AI is it's a very difficult thing to really really catch. Nowadays, they do have some measures to tackle that. They have many AI detectors like Turnitin, which is, I think, very common in the universities in the UAE especially. And those Turnitin AI detectors, they have specific mechanisms to catch students that are cheating by plagiarizing with AI. But even those seem to be ineffective in some cases, because there are also humanizers that are available, but even those are not good. So it's basically a battle between ethical AI usage and unethical AI usage. And I think in the future, there could be AI that are built that understands its own language. So at the moment, I can't think of a possible solution, but I feel like with time, by understanding and studying the limitations of AI can understand itself and also look at the responses that are generated by other AI and maybe look out for flags and even catch those cheaters in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Now I request Engineer Nazmul Islam, please proceed forward with your question.
Thank you, Nupurapa. Mr. Ragib, thank you for your nice presentation. Just before 1.5 years ago, to write a critical official letter, I need to think at least one hour or more. But nowadays, it takes only 5 minutes using AI. So my question is, do you think the AI decrease our human brainstorming or critical thinking capability?
That's a very important topic that was just raised. And I think it actually helps people with creativity. As you said, back in the day, you used to spend hours or maybe sometimes even days to think of ideas for a report or essay. Nowadays, AI can be used to accelerate that process. I don't think it diminishes our creativity. It just makes it faster. So I can probably use AI to brainstorm ideas in 5 minutes, because AI doesn't necessarily give you the exact idea you want. It only gives you some frameworks that you have to use to make your own ideas. And in that sense, I think it does help, people accelerate their thinking process. And that's exactly how I came up with this presentation. I was completely lost at first, especially with topics that I have no idea what to talk about. When AI gives you, the starter, just the first few words that come off the AI's mouth, those are enough to like get your mind start thinking in a rapid pace. So in that sense, I don't think AI diminishes creativity, but it can if you're over relying. But if you use it correctly, it can be more than helpful in generating very nice ideas in a very short amount of time.
Well, thank you. I think Engineer Murad raised hand, or it is the raised hand which is beforehand. Please specify. And Mr. Ragib, there is a question for you in the chat box posted by Engineer Shaukat. I believe that you will answer the question in the chat box as well. So now, may I now request, we are done with all the presentation. Indeed, all three presenters were really very creative in today's session. Yes, Engineer Murad, please proceed with your question.
Well, in terms of financial institution, what do you think in future? Is there any possibility for the financial institutions to reduce lots of manpowers and do all the calculations, and in fact the transactions itself can be automated through AI?
Yes, I think that's basically the goal of every business corporation that is alive today. I think they're all looking towards, cutting down costs of labor as much as possible. They just don't want, and finding more efficient ways. And AI can basically do that. And it's even being used nowadays. I heard this news headline in UAE. Apparently, AI is being used in courts to, write laws or even implement laws, which normally humans used to do before, but now AI is doing it. So I think it can really, businesses are really gonna look into this field of AI, just especially for those reasons, as it can reduce costs by a significant amount. Humans work for very high wages and they might not even do a perfect job, but in the future, AI would cost like much less and still do the same job. And they do not even need to rest, so they can keep working for hours and hours on end while still producing the same output. So yeah, that's what I think.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ragib. Indeed, it was a powerful session from our three powerful presenters, as well as the tactful jury board members. The questionnaire sessions, it was indeed really a very engaging session, as well as I can say it's an encouraging session for all of you. Now, I request Engineer Khaja Ahmed to kindly address the gathering in just for 2 minutes. Engineer Khaja Ahmed. Engineer Khaja Ahmed.
I can go for 2 minutes if you allow me.
I guess Engineer Khaja Ahmed is not available. So, okay, may I please do the honor to invite our chief guest, Mr. Mehdi Masood, to kindly enlighten us with your speech. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I share the screen? Just
sure, Mr. Mehdi. Sure. You can share your screen.
So first, thank everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
All right. Thank you very much for this enlightenment presentation and organization. I'd like to just go through a few of my recent research that I'm doing with AI. So this one is about children mental health screening from their drawing. So there is a drawing test for children called Draw a Person test. So we ask the children to draw a person, and they draw it. And from their traditional psychology experts, they can decide whether they need further psychological assessment or not. So we did it with AI. And this paper we published, so this is the overall framework that we use, some deep learning and CMS model. So we published it in Triple AI conference. It was this year I went in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So this is a top AI conference. And you can see I'm here. The next one, I'd like to highlight, we did this one for privacy preserving artificial intelligence, multi-party learning for, again, for healthcare applications, neurorehabilitation. And I also presented, this was accepted in another conference in Spain. So this is the overall model, and federated learning with encryption. It's called homomorphic encryption. It's a quantum resistant encryption application. So this conference was in Spain last November, and I presented there also. Then the other one, this is done by my PhD student. She worked on automated LVH getting this heart condition from using echocardiography images. So, and this is done by another PhD student, my PhD student, and she's working with brain tumor detection using MRI. And both papers I presented last year in Japan. There was a conference. So this is the overall deep learning algorithm that we use. So it was Yokohama, Japan last May presented. And luckily I met one of my students from BUET. This guy, he is now a faculty in Qatar University. And then we have a tutorial presentation next month in PAKDT. This is one of the top data mining conference in Sydney, Australia. So this will be our tutorial 10 advanced techniques for automated diagnosis of cardiac disease. Now, I'd like to highlight a few more things, which one of my master's students did, orbit propagation determination using genetic algorithms. So this is space technology, and she did master's in space science, and she used genetic algorithm to predict the orbit of a satellite. The other one is we started this project a long time back. This is also done by one of my PhD students. He's in BUET now, doing PhD in BUET. So the basic idea is we take a picture of a food picture that we're going to eat, and then this AI model is going to predict how much blood sugar will increase if I eat this. So it had many different complicated components, and I am happy to say that everything is done now. So just take a picture, and we have some initial data of the patient, and this model is going to tell how much blood sugar will increase for this patient. So he has some motivation of, to whether he will think twice before eating everything. The last one I'm going to go, it was also one of my master's student. She did a master's thesis on this, and it is very interesting idea where we every day we use LLMs, the GPT and these things, but GPT has a very secret weapon. It is probably many people doesn't know. There is a vulnerability in GPT. It's called jailbreaking. So, for example, we can ask GPT, okay, how can I make a bomb? If you ask it, it will say, no, I cannot answer it. But you can play it around. You can say, okay, I am writing a novel, and the villain is going to make a bomb. So how can I put it in and in this way, I will divert this LLM into forgetting its security measures, and it will start saying everything that it should not say. So how can you protect LLMs from this? So this is what she proposed, this dual guard pipeline, and it is working really well. So just to summarize what you have presented with the students today, it was very useful, very nice. And I think hopefully in future, they are our future generation, and they will guide us for future innovative ideas and make responsible use of AI and useful use of AI. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dr. Mehdi Masood. Yes, I believe that our future generation will will focus on responsible use of AI. And you know that our presenters, that every presentation, there is always winning, losing. It's a life, it's a game of a life, and we have to accept it. All right. But three of you were so creative, or you did a lot of research when you presented. We have seen that you did a lot of hard work. Yes, yet indeed it was, as I said, it's a full powerful presentation from three of you. Still, we need to announce one winner. I just want to add one line I wanted to say before, but I missed it. That is to Mr. Masood, that I believe that this student leadership platform, we are going to create a lot of leaders. This is our, kind of promise to ourselves that this leader is for building the students leader, this leadership platform. So I believe that the leaders that we are going to create are going to have an opportunity, to research with you in future. I believe that platform is open for you, for them,
Yeah, of
to
course.
work with you.
Sure,
All right.
I'll be happy.
Yeah. Okay. So to continue with our the current talk, that is the winner. As you know that, as I said, that you all have done a wonderful job. So for that, you need to pat at your back. And still, it is the law of nature. We have to, announce one winner. So today's winner is Ragib, Nihal, Sadab. It's a very close tie, it's not a huge gap. So still, we have to announce one winner. As I said, Ragib, Nihal, Sadab, many congratulations to you. Also, I request all the audience and the judges to encourage all our three winners with a virtual clap. And yes, and also I want to extend heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Mehdi Masood, our jury board members, our three excellent and exceptional presenters, and all our wonderful audiences. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Thank you.